Hey Taurus, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot. How are you? I'm here to do a weekly reading for you. We'll see what comes up, but we're going to be really focused on feelings this week, feelings about yourself, feelings about another person, feelings about a connection perhaps, okay? So I'm actually going to do a 9-card spread. All right, I'm using these Hollywood cards. I like the pink a lot. So we'll see what comes up for you, Taurus. This first card is about how you are feeling about yourself right now. The second card is about how you are feeling about another person. You know, if you're not dealing with another person, apply it to a situation that you're in, okay? All right, so and then over here, this is feelings about a connection that you have. And again, if you're not involved with somebody, then apply it to how you're connecting to a particular situation, job, family situation, whatever it is, okay? Over here, we have the feelings for you that are very sensitive right now. Right here, we have the heart of these feelings, all right? And then right here, we have what is not clear about these feelings for you, okay? And then how these feelings are affecting you. And then the last two cards, this card is about, you know, the shared feelings that you have with either another person or, you know, a situation. So it might be a group of people. It still might be only one person, okay? So it can apply, you know, in different ways. And then the last card is how this person or how this situation or collective is dealing with their feelings when it comes to you. All right. Okay, so let's get started here. I put a scarf down because, first of all, I'm very tired of seeing that glare. I know you see it. You know, I really don't want to see the glare. And then also, these cards in particular, but a lot of my cards are very slippery and they kind of move on the table. And it distracts me, and it drives me crazy when the cards aren't, you know, in a nice, you know, formation. I don't want them moving. So I put down this scarf, and that's why it's here, okay? All right, so let's take a look first here. The feelings that you're having for within yourself right now. All right, so we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so what comes before the 8 of Cups? The 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is a very dreamy, you know, dreamy energy, very emotional. It can be a very fantasizing energy. You might feel like somebody or something was just a fantasy, okay? And now you have to, you know, possibly remove yourself from that fantasy, remove yourself from something that, you know, you had a lot of deep feelings for. You know, and I would ask you is, what has changed that has made you feel that way? Okay? Is it how you're thinking? Is it something that has, you know, actually happened in the physical world? You know, or is it something somebody said to you that discouraged you in some way? I feel like it's really important to determine why you might be feeling this 8 of Cups energy, or why you might be losing belief in certain feelings that you might have about somebody, whoops, or something, okay? But that's how you're feeling right now about yourself. You're feeling like you have to remove yourself from feelings that you have. And you know what? There might be a legitimate reason for that. There really might be. But I feel like it's really important to determine what that is. What is it that is causing you to be in this energy? Is it disappointment that you've just created in your head and there's really no physical evidence for it? Or is there some physical evidence, for it, and you feel ready to move on from something, even if it's something that you thought that you might love? Okay, so the next question is here, how do you feel about another, or how do you feel about the situation? Ooh, King of Cups. So that tells me that you really have not moved on from this. You're just being quiet. You're just not really sharing your feelings. King of Cups can also be the card of Cancer. You might be dealing with a Cancer. But King of Cups is a very mature energy, but it's also, Cups is a feminine energy. So, you might be dealing with a little bit of a confused masculine, or somebody that is high in their masculine energy, that's confused about their feelings, keeping their feelings to themselves. But the King of Cups to me is always about unspoken love. And we're talking about you ultimately here with how you feel about another. You carry maybe some very deep, mature feelings for somebody that, for whatever reason, you're not sharing, and you almost feel like you have to remove yourself from at this point. I don't know why yet. Let's see. How are you feeling about the connection? Justice. So this is a card of Libra. All right. So, justice can be about the past and the present. The past might carry a heavier energy than the present. The present might carry a heavier energy than the past. It's about, it's about balancing. It's about, you might be asking the question, is this fair to me? Is what's going on fair to me? And if it's not, I need to remove myself from this, from this situation. Even if I continue to carry feelings about something or somebody, ultimately, I have come to the conclusion that something about this doesn't feel right, doesn't feel fair to me, at least right now. All right. So what are the sensitive feelings right now? Queen of Wands. All right. So Queen of Wands can be Leo energy. So you could be dealing with a Leo or a fire sign. But, I feel like the sensitive feelings that you have, is that you might not be feeling good enough for somebody or something. Okay. Because Queen of Wands energy, you can see her here. She's in her full confidence. She's okay being seen in very little clothing. She's proud of what she's got. She wears the clothes. The clothes do not wear her. This card is always about being the best version of yourself. So, you might be questioning whether or not you are the best version of yourself right now, and that might be very sensitive to you. And that tells me that, maybe we're doing this, Eight of Cups, or we're feeling this because we feel like we're not in the energy of being the best version of ourselves. So we keep quiet, we keep in this King of Cups energy. We just allow ourselves to have the feelings, but, I'm not really going to do anything with them. Clearly, justice, there's some type of imbalance here. I feel like something isn't fair, and what's very sensitive to you right now is, You know, you don't feel like the best version of yourself, but maybe you don't know why. So what is at the heart of these feelings right now? All right, so we have the Hierophant. Guess what? That's your card, right? So that's Taurus energy. You know, and the Hierophant is, you know, as far as what's at the heart of the matter here, I feel like it's really what your heart is committed to. You know, that's where I go to with the Hierophant. You know, normally we've got two people down here and then the Hierophant in the middle. And, you know, you're really at the heart of this. You're really trying to figure out how you feel about what your heart is committed to. You're questioning it. I feel like you're questioning it right now. And that I feel like stems from this. You know, if you're moving away from something that you have strong feelings for, or you're moving away from someone that you have strong feelings for, I do feel like it doesn't feel right to you, but you might be doing it anyway. So that's why I feel like it's really important to ask yourself why you are in this energy. This is what's most sensitive to you. So, you know, if you don't feel like the best version of yourself around a particular person or particular situation, why is that? Is it because you're in this King of Cups energy? Or you feel like the other person is in this King of Cups energy? They're holding back a lot of what they feel. How do you get somebody to open up when they're holding back feelings that you intuitively feel are there? That's a tough question, right? So what do we have here? What isn't clear about these feelings right now? Page of Swords. Okay, so Page of Swords. This guy here, he's really looking at what is the truth of the situation. So that tells me that you ultimately don't feel like you really have the truth of the situation. So if you don't have the truth of the situation, why are you doing this? Or why have you decided to do this? You know, you might have just decided to move away from these feelings because of this energy, of this energy, of this energy, really, you know, that you really don't know what your heart is committed to, but I feel like you do. And that's what is causing you to do this. Like if what your heart is committed to kind of doesn't fall into your lap or doesn't take the steps to express something to you, you're like, you know what? This whole situation is making me feel lesser than. This whole situation doesn't feel fair to me, right? Over here, what do we have? How are these feelings affecting you? We've got the Seven of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this card, you're defending what you're doing right now. You're trying to justify what you're doing right now, which is move away from something or somebody. You know, maybe it's about, you know, I don't want to think about this anymore. This isn't fun to think about anymore. You know, this isn't really showing up for me the way I expected it to. It's too much work. So you're defending your actions. It's affecting you in the way that you are defending what you're doing. It's almost like you feel like you have to. And I don't feel like you're defending this to anybody but yourself. I feel like you're defending whatever's going on here to yourself. All right? So what are the shared feelings between you and this person? Queen of Swords. Okay, so Queen of Swords is Libra energy. You could be dealing with a Libra. But you know, Queen of Swords and Justice, okay, both cards of Libra, both cards of balance. There's somewhere in this situation, there's an imbalance here. So either you were giving too much or you were taking too much from another person or a situation. Chances are, knowing knowing my clientele, I will say that you are probably giving too much. Excuse. So this Queen of Swords energy says, you know what? You're walking away, right? You're walking away from feelings that you have, feelings that have built up over time. You know, even if this is something you've decided and you haven't told this person, you haven't told this situation, you know, like if you're in a job that, you know, that you really feel like you just don't resonate with anymore, you know, you could be quitting, but you could also be quiet quitting, you know, where you just kind of disengage. You still show up every day, you do the bare minimum, and you're just disengaged, all right? You feel like you've been treated unfairly at your work. You keep to yourself what it is that you secretly love. You don't feel like the best version of yourself at your job. You're really trying to find out and figure out what, you know, where your heart is committed as far as what you enjoy doing for work. And, you know, over here, what isn't clear is, you know, what the truth is about this situation. So both you and this person feel in some way there's an imbalance here. And it's either that you're giving more to this person or situation, or they are giving more, you're taking more. Whatever it is, you might be stuck in a cycle of you only give so much, or they only give so much, you know, and it feels like you can't break through. And you feel like it's, you know, Queen of Swords is blocking anything emotional. So you might feel like, I'm not emotionally connecting to this person. I'm not emotionally connecting to this job or this situation, whatever it happens to be. And you're heavily defending it to yourself. Right here we have, how are they dealing with their feelings? We have 9 of Wands. So when the 9 of Wands shows up, you know, this is about, you know, this is about a very cautious energy. It can almost be a very suspicious energy. But where does that come from? You know, it comes from the battle wounds that we have experienced in our past. So this particular person may be very cautious when it comes to you, which makes it very hard for them to reveal their truth to you. They keep their feelings very quiet for you. And meanwhile, I feel like you're kind of beating yourself up here because of their past experiences. Okay? That's, you know, that's what I'm feeling here. Let's get some additional cards here. I'm really interested in the 8 of Cups, which is you. The Queen of Wands, which is you, and how, you know, this is what is most sensitive for you. I'm interested in the 7 of Wands, which is how these feelings are affecting you. And then I'm interested in the Queen of Swords too. All right. So for you, 8 of Cups, and then we have, look at that, 3 of Swords. So, you know, why is it that you are moving away from something you love? Because you've decided, and I feel like nobody specifically has contributed to this, but your thoughts. You've decided that this is a potential heartbreak, or you're heartbroken without evidence. You're heartbroken without evidence. And what does that mean? You know, that means that you've decided something, or you've deemed something as fact. and there's no evidence for it except for how you're feeling. Down here, feelings that are sensitive. Whoops. Let's see, Queen of Wands, and then we have Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you feel like you've lost your mojo. You feel like you've lost what makes you most attractive. And I feel like that's completely, that's a decision that you've made. You've made a decision to be in that Five of Pentacles energy. The Five of Pentacles energy is the energy of loss. It's the energy of feeling broken. It can be the energy of missing somebody. But Five of Pentacles it can be the energy of poverty. Maybe that's why you feel like you're not in your best energy. Maybe you've lost some money recently, or you've lost some assets. You know, money is fluid, right? It comes and goes. Sometimes you have more, sometimes you have less, but you know, it's fluid. Allowing it to be fluid, you know, prevents you from attaching to this energy. Realizing that, again, sometimes you're going to have more, sometimes you're going to have less, but it doesn't have to affect how you see the best version of yourself. So money might be coming into play here for you. What do we have here? Okay, we have Seven of Wands. This is how these feelings are affecting you. You're defending something here. And then we've got Page of Cups. All right. So, you know, you might feel like you have shared how you feel to a particular person, or how you feel to your company, or how you feel about a situation. And you might feel like, you know, that you have shared the most important piece, or the most important piece of information about how you feel. I don't feel like you did. Okay, I feel like you phoned it in. Page of Cups, that's very, very small energy. Pages are very immature energy. We've got two pages here. So I don't feel like, I think there is the chance that maybe you're handling this situation, you know, it might be a brand new situation to you. So you're handling it maybe from a more immature perspective. I don't feel like you've given everything here. And I feel like you're defending that. You know, you feel like everything should come your way based on what you've done so far, whatever that is. But Page of Cups says you haven't done everything. You haven't, especially when it comes to sharing emotion, true emotion about this. You haven't done everything. Queen of Swords, the shared feelings here. And then we have Page of Pentacles. So what the two of you share here is that, you know, we both have cut away an experience, or we both have cut away a relationship, you know, in its very early stages. And we might have both done that in our minds. You know, we both might have made the decision to cut away this new opportunity. Why did we do that? Why did we do that? Tower. Okay. You know, for some of you, the two of you might have realized unexpectedly that you were falling for each other, and you cut it away for that reason, because, you know, and that's gonna be different for everybody, but this could be something that happened either for you or for this person, but probably for both of you, because this is about shared feelings. So this new opportunity between the two of you might have been very unexpected. And maybe one or both of you just were not ready for it. We're not ready for the energy. You feel like, and I don't know why I'm getting that from this card, but I feel like, you know, you feel like you gave more than you did. You gave more than you did. The reason that you gave only Page of Cups, because we're in Page of Swords energy. You don't have a really concrete answer on something when it comes to the truth of this situation, and that is what I feel like is kind of messing you up a little bit. This person, let's look at Nine of Wands, because this is how they're dealing with their feelings. They're being very cautious. They're being very cautious. Two of Wands. And that's interesting because Two of Wands says they know what they want. So they're being very cautious about the fact that they know what they want here. So what is it that they want? Seven of Cups. Whatever this person is fantasizing about, whatever their dreams are, they want, that's what they want. They are ready to embrace their dreams. All right, so let's get some feelings cards here. Let's see, what do I want? All right, so I want one on the Page of Swords, want one on the King of Cups, want one on Hierophant, Taurus. King of Cups, unspoken love, and we've got improving a relationship or a connection. So when it comes to how you feel about another, you do want to improve this. You want to improve this connection. That's at the heart of your feelings with another person. That is what you want. When it comes to the Hierophant, which is Taurus, we've got the details. You're immediately drawn to certain features in a person. So there's something about this person that, you know, might have immediately drawn you to this person. And, you know, the Hierophant really does ask you, what is your heart committed to? There's something about this person that resonated with you from the very beginning that drew you in. And maybe you can't explain why that is. The other side of this card here is attraction grows in weird ways as we get to know each other. So you might find yourself a little further in the journey. You might be experiencing this, and, you know, the attraction might be growing in some really unique ways with this particular person. Over here with the Page of Swords, this is about what isn't clear about these feelings. And then we have love's upbeat, fast, loud music. You know, this is one of the detail cards, so this goes a little bit deeper. This person might use fast, loud music in some way. I have no idea, you know, how that applies to finding the truth here. I definitely want to clarify that with the tarot. And then we've got Six of Wands. Okay, so I have it. So I'll tell you, this person more than likely does connect to very loud, fast music, whoever this is, when they're thinking about victory in love with you. So that's a detail that you can take for this particular person. You know, and who knows why those things come up. So we're going to get 3 cards from this deck. This is a deck that I created actually a long time ago. I really haven't used it a lot. But it's the Gift of Answers. So we'll see what comes up. All right, so what do we have here? Civility. So this card, you know, this is the answer to some question that you have. So maybe how to deal with this situation or this person. You know, it's definitely not with anger. It's definitely not with avoiding this person. It's with continuing the civility, being civil to this person, being kind. You know, you in some way are dealing with some type of heartbreak here, but I don't feel like it's based in fact. And I don't know why I'm getting that, but I don't feel like it's based in fact. I feel like it's based in, you know, some decision that you made along the way that could be correct, could not be correct. What else do we have here? Seek to see all perspectives. So this is saying, you know, you might be looking at something from your perspective only, and you're not looking at it from the other person's perspective. So this tells me that you need to look at this situation, whatever it is for you, from all perspectives. And I feel like this really applies to this, because I feel like you are defending something within yourself. I feel like you've given more than you have. This person may need to see more from you. And when somebody needs to see more from you, it's because they're insecure. They're insecure about your feelings about them. What do we have here? Opportunity to go for it. Okay, so I feel like this has been showing up for you. There's been an opportunity to go for it with this situation, this person, and you have taken the route of defending maybe why you haven't gone for it. Okay? And I feel like that's something you need to look at. All right, so Taurus, if you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, certainly reach out to me. If not, no worries. I will talk to you next time. All right? Much love. Thanks.